Settle down in a chair, making yourself comfortable as best you can. Allowing your gaze to be soft and somewhat unfocused if your eyes are open. At any point, you can close your eyes if you want to. Bring your awareness to how you're sitting in the chair and where your body makes contact with the chair. Where on your body do you notice this contact? What do you notice about it? Allow your shoulders to relax down away from your ears and gently guide your chest to be a little bit lifted. Your head is centered, balanced comfortably between your shoulders. And know that while you are practicing, it is always okay to adjust your body when you need to do so. Always being kind to your body as you practice. And now take a few moments to get in touch with the movement of your breath and the sensations in the body. Bringing your awareness to the physical sensations of how your breath is coming into the body. There is no need to try to control the breath in any way. Just pay attention and watch the breath as it comes in and goes out. There is no particular state that needs to be achieved. Simply experiment with allowing your experience to be your experience. Continue to focus your attention on all the little details, breathing in and breathing out, over and over again, without needing to change it in any way. Sooner or later, you will find that your mind will wander away from the focus on the breath to thoughts, planning, daydreams, drifting along, whatever. That is perfectly okay. It is simply what the mind does. It is not a mistake or a failure. When you notice that your awareness is no longer on the breath, notice what has captured your attention. And then gently bring your awareness back to a focus on the changing pattern of physical sensations of the breath, paying attention to the ongoing in-breath and the ongoing out-breath, like the ebb and flow of a gentle tide. And now, allowing your focus of attention to expand around the breath to include a sense of the physical sensations throughout the whole body. You're still aware of the movements of the breath, but that awareness is in the background as you shift your focus of attention to an awareness of the physical sensations where the body makes contact with the chair. The sensations of touch, pressure, or contact of feet with the floor, the buttocks with whatever supports them, the hands where they rest on the thighs or on each other. You might also become aware of other sensations in your body that call for your attention. Experiment with simply observing the sensation, and maybe becoming aware of the separation of the sensation from the thought that labels it, or the emotion that may come along with it. If, as you are observing a sensation, like an itch, and you decide to scratch this itch, that's perfectly okay. Go ahead and make whatever adjustment you need to make. A scratch, a shift in posture, or whatever you need to do to be kind to your body at this particular moment in time. Now bring your attention to any thoughts that are floating through your mind, knowing that our minds are very busy with all kinds of thoughts, as if our mind is a superhighway for thoughts. So our minds will naturally drift in and out of thinking, just noticing what thoughts you might be having right now, how certain thoughts might grab for your attention, sweeping you along that superhighway. Just noting the thought and then experimenting with letting it go. Maybe refocus your attention on the in-breath and the out-breath, riding the ebb and flow of the breath, and then noticing that your mind has wandered onto a thought or a feeling, noting it, and gently bringing your focus of attention back to the breath. As we get practice with observing our thoughts instead of judging them, we realize that thoughts and emotions are pretty short-lived. They come and they go, unless we get swept up into the thought superhighway and are carried along for a little while. And then, with this practice, we begin to notice when that happens, and just continue to experiment with letting the thought go as we bring our focus of attention back to the breath over and over and over again. Maybe even noting that our thoughts are really just discharges that the brain makes. When we view our thoughts this way, it takes the emotional punch out of some of the things that we get hung up on. It's as if you are sitting on the side of the thought superhighway and watching thoughts and emotions and sensations come and go like little cars going by. When you notice that you have been taken for a ride on one of the thoughts or emotions or sensations, that you are being carried down the highway, simply note that and bring yourself back to the side of the road, observing and watching the thoughts and emotions and sensations pass by. This is a new way to deal with experiences that have a strong pull on our awareness. As we come to the last few minutes of this practice, wherever your attention is right now, simply bring your focus back to your breathing. Simply note what is going through your mind as you become aware that you are nearing the end of the sitting, and then let those thoughts or emotions float on by as you sit on the side of the thought superhighway, simply observing your breath. And when you are ready, bring your awareness back to the room where you are sitting, maybe rolling your shoulders a little bit, taking a little stretch, or wiggling your fingers and toes, and then open your eyes, finished with the experiment of observing for now, but knowing that you can come back to it. As you teach your mind and body to pay attention in a different way.